as the day goes by, the older you get, you learn something new about who you are, and that's the excitement part of it. The not so happy side of it is it takes work to know yourself.
Because you will introspect where you falter all the time, what are your mistakes.
Life just gets at you. You think you know yourself, but there's a room for innovation.
100%.
To explore, and that's where change comes in. Welcome back, people. My name is Rosemary Willie. With me is Devang Shukla. You're welcome to Game of Life. Of course, this is the show where we're focused on your personal growth and spiritual growth for a fulfilled and purposeful life. So many ands in that sentence. Okay, so today we'll be talking about known and unknown. And then we're going to go through all the way to liberation and freedom, and hopefully we, do a touch of life. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so it says, know the fact first, act or react accordingly.
I think this is about awareness.
Yeah.
That know the facts. Don't try to jump into the reaction mode. Understand, then react or interact accordingly.
I wish we can all follow that rule of actually knowing the facts before we jump into reaction, because reaction sort of comes
instinctively or instantly.
Yeah. Okay, so it says, and I guess this is a way to do that. This is a way to know the fact first. So this is the way to stop, to pause, to know the facts before you act. It says, know yourself, known the remain.
So I think this is a very small sentence having hardly like 4 to 5 words. And when master writes small, it has a deeper meaning and more potency to go into many pages.
Yeah.
So we will explore this in more detail. Know yourself, know the remain. It has 2 facets. So let us take the first one is material life. So in material life, like you also said that we should do a kind of SWOT analysis. What is my strength, weakness, opportunity and threats? So know yourself, what is your strength, and then play on your strengths to further explore and to know the remain. So whatever subject matter, whatever skill set you would like to have, it's not from zero. It's from your strength. You identify the gaps and then you build further.
That has some sort of excitement, because when you think about the reality of knowing yourself, I don't think there's a lifetime enough to know who you are. Personally, I think that we're ever changing, evolving beings, and as the day goes by, the older you get, you learn something new about who you are, and that's the excitement part of it. The not so happy side of it is it takes work to know yourself.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. Because you will introspect where you falter all the time, what are your mistakes. Sometimes
life just gets at you. You think you know yourself. You think you know how you react in a particular situation. You get there and it's something else. So we're allowed to be innovative is where I'm getting to. Right? Know yourself, but there's a room for innovation.
100%.
To explore. And that's where change comes in.
Yes. So this is one part of material, and this is also not only about the exploration and change, it is also about development. Where you want to go is also dependent on knowing yourself and knowing and identifying the gaps and then filling the gaps to continue your journey in material life. The second part of it is spiritual. So see, this word has a spiritual meaning also. Know yourself, know the remain. It means if you know yourself, if you are self-realized, you know everything. There is nothing hidden in this world that you don't know. Like master. Let's take the meaning of the master.
Possible?
Yeah, it's possible.
I
Like I'll tell you, the level of English that is written here by master, is it easy, medium or difficult?
Difficult.
It's
Sometimes
difficult.
You have to use a dictionary.
But master has not gone into formal education. Imagine.
So is that as a result of knowing yourself, or that is a result of personal development? So you're saying that when you go through the spiritual route,
Yes.
it's possible.
It's possible to take a hyper speed into the learning activity.
Right. So what might
yeah.
take somebody
40
20
years.
years, 40
Yes.
years,
You know instantly.
Okay.
Okay, this is how the clouds are formed. This is how the water is there. This is how the water interacts with me. Okay, I am not a particular label, name, I am beyond it. I am the energy. Okay, this is how the sky or universe forms. See, imagine he has not studied beyond third standard to my understanding. And he is challenging science that this science has limitation on the Big Bang. He is saying about DNA sequencing. His English itself is quite difficult. You have to go to Google, right? So what happens is, what he's saying, what master says is, when you do spiritual ascension, the mind becomes peaceful.
Do we then say that a genius is spiritual?
A genius is another thing. For me, I have not interacted with any genius so far, except of course the master is a genius, but I have not interacted to say, with confidence that okay, this is a genius.
So
we have heard of geniuses.
We don't know if geniuses are spiritual, but we know that spiritual people can be geniuses.
Yes, spiritual people are geniuses, and you will see the turning termination. You will see their logic. How suddenly you will see in Bible Christ gives a logic which everybody is looking at him at all. So he has not done an education in logical reasoning. We have now examinations on logical reasoning to pass it. But
it's there.
The logic is out of the blue.
Yeah.
And it is so convincing that you are looking at him. Okay.
Where did you get this?
Yes.
Okay. So it says the unknown is known. The unknown is known by the known.
Mm-hmm. So the unknown is known by the known, which means you don't know some things you have understood. Let's imagine I know the table of 2 into 2, 2 into 3. But I don't know the table of 3 into 2, 3 into 3. So the known, I know the table of 2, but I need to know the table of 3. So the table of 3 means basically it is saying that what you don't know will tell you upfront that you don't know this.
Right.
Will give you a factual state that you don't know this. So the unknown is known by the, you can say that okay, I don't know swimming. It is what you don't know, you know it very well.
You know that you don't know how to swim because you can't swim, like it's a fact. You know.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering why this line is present. So how does this play in my life? And I think in one of the episodes you've said that there are people that get into conversations or arguments or even at work, and they know that they can't do a particular thing, and you always won. A good example is when we have the episodes and you tell me, are we going to upload 3? I naturally want to say yes, we'll upload 3, but you always say no. Before you give that answer, actually think about it and say, do I have the capacity of uploading 3? Right? Mm-hmm. So there's that thing that says that when you know for a fact that you don't know something, it also helps you with your commitment levels, because you say, I can't do this thing right now. Maybe give me a couple of days.
Perfect. So this is also where, the quote of the Einstein. Once you know your limits, you go beyond it.
Yes.
So what happens, there are some times where a person doesn't know, but he tells he knows. And that is a very difficult and a risky situation, because somebody can ask a question and he will say, oh, sorry, I don't know really. But I was saying initially I know. So these are various circumstances. And imagine if you transparently say, I don't know, but I can explore and tell you.
It helps you.
It helps you.
I think this also helps with values.
Yes.
So that way your words carry some sort of integrity. to say that once this person says this, they actually mean it for a certain. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but the known dejected by the unknown.
But the known dejected by the unknown means the unknown will tell you very clearly you are falling short of this knowledge.
You can then
by which measure
decide to develop or.
So this master is writing. Why he is writing? He is writing because it's the game of life. He is explaining a phenomena, the relationship between known, unknown, and what is to be known in a material way and in a spiritual way.